bit late. Yes. Welcome back to another show.
I do a stream live with Orest and Barney.
Every Wednesday, Sky Spurs Talk. We are live Premier League show, and this will be the last one until obviously the new season in August. So we're gonna make this a special one. We're waiting for the other three that will be joining very soon. So Mr. B. And then Kallum will be here very soon. But for now, we have our guest as normal, Barney, with his background green screen. How you doing, Barney?
Oh yeah, it's a great green screen. It's the best one going. I think they should sell these. I might need to market them. But yeah, I'm all good, mate. Nice to be on as always, talking about the final game week of the season, and particularly our good result against Luton coming up. But yeah, thank you, Harry, for having me on your show again. It's always a pleasure, mate. So big up to you and your channel. Yeah,
100%. Big up to Harry as always. Let's go for the comments. Luke AFC's a big up to you. Jay, good to see you.
Jay.
Sorry, Harry, we're a bit late, but listen, let us off because you know why. You know when we have to wait, we wait a bit. But yeah, big up to you, Luke. And we're okay, man. We're okay. Hope you're doing well yourself as well. I think Stepsy's in the phone for now. But I'll just do the general comments. But if you haven't already, like the stream, go follow us on our socials. If you haven't already, and should be a good one. Because there were interesting results in the weekend that we will go into. And how's your day been, Barney? How's your day? How's Spain?
Spain is very good. I've spoken a lot to Harry about this because he'll be coming here in a few years himself. But yeah, it's really decent. It's good for the mental health. It's been weird actually keeping track of the football and the final Premier League games out here. So it's actually a first for me. So I've never actually seen highlights of Premier League games out here. So it's a new experience. So rather than actually, summarizing my game as normal, I've had to sort of watch it 3 or 4 times on Match of the Day out here. So it's a little bit of a novelty, but it's been interesting. Yeah. But thanks, it's been really good.
Yeah. That's good to hear, man. It's good to hear. As long as you're enjoying it, that's what's most important about. And
exactly.
Over here, rainy. Just rain. It's just boring weather and that. It's nothing fancy, but yeah, this is England, man. This is England, but I'm sure it'll be hot.
It's lots of sun out here. No rain here.
Stepsy, there you go. How you doing, Stepsy?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right.
Barney, how are you?
You all right, mate?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was on the phone to my dad.
No worries, man. That's fine. No worries, man. No worries. Hope he's keeping well as well.
He's better than he was, but still got tests and stuff to do for cancer and stuff. So we're keeping positive.
That's good. But yeah, man. How's your day been, Stepsy? How's your day been this week? Football, obviously.
After the Fulham game, we all chanted one more season, one more year, Barkley, one more year, Barkley, one more year. All that we've done all that, and obviously I think he's very close to signing for Villa now. But they reckon in the region of £8 to £10 million we'll get for him. So which is good. But he's got a year. Edwards did that. Said he's got about half a year in his contract. So basically, at least we saved him. We got him on free. At least we get some money for him. So that's a big plus. Lokonga, obviously, I don't think he'll want to drop down for the Premiership. He'll leave Arsenal and he'll probably go abroad somewhere. I'll probably stay in the Premiership. So I don't think we've got any chance of getting him. Though he's being linked with West Ham because West Ham want to reshuffle their defensive priorities that they had last season. So we're keeping on him. They've got 12 months on his contract. So maybe it might be right to cash in if the money's right. And then Barry's being touted by Everton, but he's got a year and a half of his contract. I don't think we're going to get rid of him unless 30 million at least comes in for him. 30 million, we might turn our heads. But any less than that, I think we'll be fine because we're financially stable now. Everyone, even the board, can't say we're financially stable. We don't have to sell anyone, but money talks. Obviously, the Barkley one, we can't stand his way. If he goes to Villa, you could say, yeah, Champions League football, rotation system is good for him. If it was someone like Everton or West Ham, we'll probably say, Barkley, do you really want a relegation battle, or do you want to try and win another promotion medal? It's different. If you're going for Champions League, if you're going for Europe, if you're going to a team of Europe, you can't really stand their way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Do you think there'll be any players that'll be loyal to you guys this summer? Do you think?
There could possibly be one or two, maybe in the fringe of the Premiership. Like if they got some youngsters, we might get one or two loans in. I know Issa Kabori's gone back to Man City, and they said there was no chance of buying him, but they've shifted their stance on that. So there may be something we could do with Kabori for the right side. Left side, if Doherty leaves, it's going to be hard because I think Giles, his contract, when he went on loan to Hull, I think there was an option to buy. So I think we want him for 5 mil. I think he's going for 4.5 mil. So if that clause gets reached, then he's gone. So left side might be a bit of an option for Luton. But apart from that, I think we're okay. There'll be one or two that might spark interest, like Menji might, because Menji played a lot of games. He was a main centre back last season. He might get one or two mentioned, but everyone's under contract. There's no release clause contracts in any of them, I believe. There might be one or two, but I think it's a big money for them to leave. So at the moment, everything's rumours, but the main one I think at the moment is definitely Barkley's going to Villa. That's the main one that I know. Everything else is just hearsay, but like that. I mean, I don't rely on Team Talk that much. TeamTalk.com. I know a lot of people at Team Talk, and they do a lot of rumours. Team Talk's not very reliable, but if you hear it on Twitch from that Fabrizio Romero, that bloke, he knows everything about every single fucking club, that bloke, and he's been doing a big piece on Barkley. So, and with him, you can pretty much guarantee that it's odds on.
Yeah, he's pretty reliable, isn't he?
Yeah,
very much
pretty reliable.
so.
Yeah, so I'm thinking when you hear it from him, it's pretty much nailed on.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, at the moment, everything apart from the Barkley one, in being in advanced talks with Villa, everything else up in the air. So we'll just have to keep eyes on during the Euros. And then after the Euros, there'll be much more speculation. So once the Euros are done, then I think we'll be on here a lot more discussing everything that's gone through.
Definitely. Well, big up to you, Mr. B. How you doing, Mr. B?
Yeah, big up, Mr. B.
Yeah, man. I'm cool, man. Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah.
How's the bus saying? Bus all good?
Give me a second.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Broke down again. That's why I'm late here, isn't it? The old bus, isn't it?
How's your day? You're back here. You're back.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Came back yesterday. Yeah.
How was it? Was it good?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, all good. Yeah, it's really good weather and everything down there as well. So, really sunny and everything, man. So, it's like Barney still in Spain. Still in Spain, mate.
I'm still in Spain till June the 1st.
It's a green screen and then a voiceover.
You, man. It's all right for some, isn't it? Stay in Spain, isn't it?
It's a green screen now. You see, when he goes off that, it's him doing voiceover. See, look at that, it's massive green screen. See, 3D one, they're all brand new.
Yeah, and it goes off, he'll be outside Craig
No,
and Colin.
I only believe him if he comes back. Right, he's back at home next week or something. We're going to do a stream about the Euros or do a stream on transfer business. When he's back in the better light, if he's got a tan, then I'll believe him. Until then, you've got a green screen.
I'm a redhead. I don't tan. I burn.
He's actually outside Craven Cottage.
Yeah. That's a big green screen.
He's where I wanted to be, not where I actually am.
No, I've been on the Twitter because I know him and his partner have been doing stuff in Spain, and he's done a bit with the Twitter. Right. I went, yeah, that's a voiceover.
Love it.
Well, let's get into it.
Was it you who done the door? Was it you?
It was me. Yeah, I opened the door.
No, you opened the door. And you
yeah.
saw me put it's a voiceover.
Oh yeah.
I was
I saw that.
trying to think. Was it you or Chris? I was thinking, who's that? Who's it?
No,
I
Chris.
know it's actually Barney.
No, Chris hasn't been on yet. But I'm going to talk him into being on one of these shows in the future as a little appearance. I'm going to ask Harry if he had a little
I know
appearance.
because I think he put a picture on Twitter of him in Spain in a lounge chair, and I was saying, no, mate, no. You bought that off IKEA or something. I've been doing it all week.
Love
Who
it.
reminded me? As long as you enjoy yourself, that's what matters.
Yeah, we're going to discuss the games that happened on Sunday. Obviously, the last game week, 38.
Oh, yeah. I read somewhere. First time this year, every game was on at the same time.
Is it?
Yeah. All 4 o'clock.
First week, every game was on at the same time.
Yeah, 4 o'clock was a weird time as well. You know, that was weird. I think League 2 done their first last day at 12. League 1 done theirs at 3, and ours was at 4. So I think they done 12, 2, 3, 4 sort of thing. But that's the first week that every game was on at the same time. Yeah, obviously, everyone finished different because of added on time and extra time, but everyone kicked off at 4. Every single team.
Yeah, that's to be different in the Premiership, don't we? You'll miss that, Stepsy, won't you?
Next year for me, Mr. B, it'll be Saturday, Tuesday. Maybe one on Saturday. Maybe one
on Saturday. Boys.
Maybe one at 12 on Saturday. Maybe one on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. But we went on Monday, Tuesday, fucking Thursday shit.
Steps, you're on the wrong show, aren't you? You're in the wrong league, mate.
Until August the 8th comes round, I am still here.
He's looking forward to those rainy nights on Fridays and whatever.
I'll tell you what, Mr. B, I'm looking to that cold night in Stoke.
Oh, yeah. Lovely.
To be fair, at least you haven't.
Yeah, we all like a cold night. We all like a cold night in Stoke.
At least you ain't got to go to Birmingham and you ain't got to go to Huddersfield.
I'm glad.
Yeah, mate, how you doing?
Hey, Danny, you alright, mate?
Huddersfield, right? Huddersfield is really weird, right? Because you if you're in the main block, like the main stand, you can't wear any football shirt. But if you're in the away end, you can. So, but if you wear a shirt in the main stand, you have to cover it up. And seriously, all reporters that go to the stadium have to wear a tie.
Really?
In Huddersfield, yeah, no word of a lie. I saw when we played them last time. I saw 2 reporters from BBC Three Counties, the one that covers Luton, and they in the car. They got in the car and they showed that they were just about Huddersfield through the main entrance, and they were wearing a tie. They said, and the caption was, tie required.
That's crazy.
I swear, considering that the only people that wear ties in Huddersfield are either undertakers or people that are going to the funerals down there as well. So, I mean, it don't really make much sense either.
Well, when you go to Huddersfield, it's like a dead fucking place anyway, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I was going to say...
It might be classed as dead football.
It's either that or they're just wearing a tie to go to the job centre, ain't it? They're just going to go and pick up their support.
And people go to Huddersfield to win their career. They're nearly crippled. They're nearly crippled to get to Huddersfield because Rhodes, that bloke Rhodes went there to end his career. So people are going to Huddersfield to end their career.
He went there to die.
What have I done to, by the way? What were you talking about?
It's about Steps being in the wrong league right now.
Joking here.
You shouldn't be on this stream. You shouldn't be on here,
mate. Have to join Chris talking about Derby County soon.
They're talking about Torquay. They're talking about Torquay.
Who the hell wants to talk about Derby County? They've been dog crap for God knows how long as well. Don't tell Chris.
Joking here said people are going to go to Torquay to die. He said that live on air. So people are going to go to Torquay to die. That's what Joking here said.
We're gonna discuss.
Joking here come out with some. Joking here when he's in charge of Luton, he come out with some quotes, mate, and they were dangerous for air.
Well, it's like you only go to Luton to be to the only stadium that's built inside a council estate.
I always say they can bomb Luton, just leave the stadium where it is.
Yeah.
No, if they bomb the stadium, it put the value of Luton up.
Anyways,
That's
First-
They're making it now.
Milton Keynes. I told you about Milton Keynes. Ground share Milton Keynes. Jesus Christ, no thanks.
Sorry, Orst.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
mate.
Luca loves them,
Tell
didn't he?
you what,
Okay, done.
if
Finished?
anyone said,
Oh, there we go.
if anyone said you had to ground share with
Just
Watford
mute, just bloody mute him.
Milton
Just
Keynes,
mute
good
him.
joke.
He
Say,
won't
no,
shut up anyway. You'll talk to yourself.
Right. And I thought now, yes. Okay. Arsenal did win against Everton 2-1. If they bottled it again, again. Callum, do you want to speak first about this game?
Yeah, it was.
You
it
know,
was
you
a
got
bit
a
of a
lovely
weird.
connection with Arsenal.
Oh, it was quite a
What did
weird
you
one,
talk
to be
about?
fair, for them. I mean, to be fair, Everton took the lead through Gonagay, and it was their goal was quite lucky. To be fair, it was quite a big deflection off of I think Rice that knocked it in, but Everton played well. To be fair, Brathwaite and I don't know who else was playing centre back for them actually held Arsenal at bay for quite a long time. They were hitting Arsenal on the counter attack, doing quite nice little bits, but I think it just by the end of it, the Arsenal fans were all sitting in the stadium, crapping their pants, seeing if West Ham had scored any goals, and then
Well, they're
sort of
both,
saw
One of
Foden
them had
not
a
one in.
walkie-talkie, man. That was funny. Man.
Don't.
Yeah, first they support Spuds, now they have to support West Ham. Crikey.
It's all right. Next year they'll support Millwall. That's how bad it'll be. Jesus. Oh yeah, Steps. What's it going to be like? You guys going down to the den and all that? That'll be fun.
To be fair, I've never been. I've never liked to been. My mate went.
Yeah. Wouldn't wish it on anyone.
My mate went on a cold night on a Tuesday, and he
came
knows
back.
the area quite well. And he was walking back from the stadium, and he's surrounded by 5 guys, all big fuck off tattoo men. And they put him against the wall. And said, "Where the fuck do you think you're going?" He goes, and he knows the area. He goes, "Oh, I've got a mate who's on blah blah lane." And they looked around. Fuck off then. So they watched him. They watched him for 10 minutes. He walked down the road and he knocked on someone's door. Said, "Can I just stay for 5 minutes? I don't mean to disturb you." And they said, "He goes Millwall." He said, "Yeah." He goes, "Come in."
Yeah.
You're going to be hearing, "We are Millwall, super Millwall." Anyway,
it's not that. It's Mill.
It's all right.
I remember when they were in Europe, you know. They were in Europe once, Millwall.
Yeah.
weren't they?
Now there's only one.
Luckily,
Now there's one brain
that
cell
night,
between
he
the
just come
fan
back from
base.
work, so luckily he was wearing plain clothes because he was.
But,
But was
but
that was it Dennis Wise that started to do them, didn't he? One stage.
That's why she's paid for them.
Yeah, I think they got into Europe that time, didn't they?
Oh yeah, because they got to the FA Cup final, didn't they? And they played someone in Cyprus and lost 10-0.
yeah, no. To be fair though,
The only team that were worthy of it when they went down for the Premiership were Ipswich, because Ipswich stayed in it. They went down for the Premiership and went to the Championship, and they're still in Europe because of the fair play.
Yeah, now they want their manager, Paul McKenna, don't they? They want him, bloody, as
I'm going back years ago. I'm going back years. Me, you, and Barney should know about this, and even Kallum probably knows.
God knows, mate. God
anyways,
knows,
back to this game.
It's just
Yes.
getting to Europe, and that day we were playing Wickham.
To be fair though, no, Arsenal played well. They came back. They pretty much took control of the second half, I would say, and Everton didn't really have a look in. But I think all the Arsenal fans, they've been riled up this week, and it was just too little too late for them, to be honest. And City proved that they had more about to go forward, to be honest. And
Wait, is anyone an Arsenal fan here? Anyone support Arsenal?
No.
Nope, wouldn't in a million years.
So you're a Spurs fan, though, I assume.
Yeah, of course I am, mate.
Right,
Obviously.
I just want to say something, right? So all the Arsenal fans that are crying about how, Lucas, if you're watching this, right, with Arsenal fans crying and stuff about how they've missed out on the title and stuff. Don't forget, Liverpool lost a title on like 98 points, 97 points or something. Still didn't win the fucking league. So yeah, Arsenal had a very good season, and Arteta being like, "Oh yeah, we've made history." And all that bollocks in their club. Yeah, that's because your club's fucking shit, mate.
Yeah,
that's why you're doing so well.
Saying that, they say, "Oh yeah, we're progressing well, Well, no, you ain't, because you finished second before. Progression is when you win the league, not come second. Don't keep with
He's
this.
talking about points and wins, though. He's not talking about like.
Not going, we're okay, we're progressing well, we'll win the league, we'll win the league eventually because we're progressing well. No, you've progressed already, you stupid bastards. Why don't, the next step is progressing is when you win the league. If you don't win the league, you are not progressing, you're standing still, you're static. You're not winning the league. You've got to win the league to progress.
To be fair, I saw on eBay this week that they had their banner and all that set up ready. And I did see that they were trying to trade it for a time machine. No one was on the update for it. And then I saw a big barrel of Arsenal tears for the last 2 years and all that. And yet they call Spurs bottle jobs and all that. So Spurs are, but them lot, their victory parade. I hear they're doing it with the London Bike.
I'm going to try and get back George Graham.
I saw a YouTube
they had a plan for it.
What does Spurs actually bottle though? Because you're never even fucking in anything anyway. Like, you're always just there.
Yeah, we're just there or thereabout. We're just kind of sitting there, just floating about.
There's a YouTube video about a bloke who received a letter, official Arsenal letter for work, saying, "Dear blah blah. Our parade is at 5:30, but blah blah date." He went on that day and made a joke about how no one on the tube really cares. What sore losers? He goes, but no one's on here from Arsenal. Oh, they must be there already. So he went up the steps and went to the Arsenal ground where the same as me. He goes, they're not here. Have they left already? He just made a big joke about because he got this letter. Because a few people got letters who subscribed to Arsenal loyalties, got these letters sent to them when they're in the title, and he just made a big joke about he's an Arsenal fan, but he made a joke about how everyone at the letter hadn't arrived and there's no banner, no nothing. He goes, have I missed it? Have I got the right date?
They should have put on it, if miracle happens, attend.
Well, I saw on Twitter.
He showed you the letter. He put the letter on the screen, and I was like, it does actually say, dear blah blah, our parade show is on blah blah May. And I was like, no way. They've actually sent him a letter.
I mean, to be fair, there was one that I saw where I think it was Troops from Arsenal Fan TV was watching it and all that or something like that. And he proper got rinsed by one of the Spurs.
Match reactions.
Yeah, and he's got he's a fucking so knob anyway. He's a knob, but he is funny.
Yeah, he's a knob.
I love Expressions. Expressions is absolutely mint. Every time Spurs lose, he's the first person I watch after.
Maybe the remix.
He goes, fam, we should have buried that, fam. Honestly, fam.
What was it? I'm trying to think of what he said.
He did a remix with the Havertz song. He said, wanker,
yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, Barney, obviously I'm going to go to you now. Arsenal, do you think they've bottled the league? Do you think they've had a good season, in your opinion? What do you think?
They've had a good season, but considering how long they spent top, we know City are really good. I've seen them myself. They're just on a different level. Arsenal have been consistent. Yeah, they have. But they'll look on it as a failure because they were in a commanding position for a long time. You know, they did the job at the weekend. You know, they scored the good goals. But at the end of the day, they have actually, in my opinion, bottled the title. Yes, they have. You can't dwindle away from that. They were in a commanding position and they threw it away. If I was an Arsenal fan, I would be disappointed. Yeah.
Fair enough. Stepsy, do you think they bottled it as well?
Well, yeah, in a way they did. But people say, "Oh, yeah, we bottled against Aston Villa." No, you didn't bottle against Aston Villa. If you look at past results and Man City results against the teams, Arsenal drew against these teams. Man City beat these teams. It's not just about Villa. Villa have been a good side this season. Everyone's been struggled or been beaten by Villa.
United battered them twice. That's all I need to say.
Yeah. but
it's all right. You can't even fix the roof of Old Trafford, Dan. So it's all right though.
You're getting Pochettino back. I'm just going to leave in the summer, mate.
Pochettino's our favourite for the England job.
Can we not Pochettino? Because some of the United fan base that I've seen online.
Orest is our favourite. Orest, say something, right? Go, what are you saying?
Poch, by Paddy Power and by that book, Poch is now favourite for the England job.
Southgate's not leaving, mate. Southgate's not leaving.
He is.
He's due his yearly blowjob for the FA,
anyway.
so it'll be there.
Villa have been good, so everyone gets on top by them. So you can't say it was just Arsenal that lost the Villa that lost the title. The teams that Arsenal played that only drew and Man City won. So in a way, they'll say, "Oh yeah, we bottled it against not winning at Man City or not winning against Villa." No, you drew too many as a result as well. And with 7 games to go, you're still there, still win the title, but Man City don't lose with 7 games to go.
Oh my God!
I just saw Xhaka got nutmegged, which I couldn't wish on a better player.
Better person.
That guy's an arsehole, man.
So it wasn't just Villa. It was the draws in the winter that cost them. And when you're sort of 4 or 5 points clear with Man City got a couple of games in hand, with 7 games to go and then games in hand, they're not going to lose. And it proved that they didn't. They're a different kettle of fish when it comes to last 7 or 6 games. They just don't lose. And they don't last year where Arsenal literally bottled it worse than they did this year. With Man City not losing, and Man City have done it again this year by not losing.
Yeah, pretty much.
We hear about Arsenal fans being Tottenham fans, getting tickets for the game against Man City and being a Tottenham fan for one day. We hear a few of them got in the West Ham game as well, trying to cheer on West Ham. It didn't work. So everything Arsenal tried to do did not deteriorate Man City. Even the fireworks outside the hotel. The Man City players weren't even in that hotel. It was just some staff that were in that hotel, so that bar up in their face as well. So everything they tried to do, it just didn't deteriorate Man City, and Man City on a different level, and it was the draws that cost them, not just Villa. But if we go on the game, everyone went 1-1 up, like Kallum said, deflection goal. They did look very good when they went up. They passed the ball around. Arsenal were patient though, and they did come up with some goals in the end, but. By then, Man City had already won by Mr. Phil Foden stealing the show at West Ham.
Yeah.
Which he did.
Foden is class, mate. He's class. Foden.
He better turn up for the Euros. Let's put it that way.
23 years old and he's won 6 Premier Leagues. He's 23 and he's already won 6 Premier Leagues.
Yeah, but mate, he's hardly played it. He's hardly played that.
Okay, so if you're going to go on that, Dan, you can say he's 23 and won 3 Premier League titles because he's played in 3 of them. Okay, he's a bit part player. Bit part player for the first 3, but been a mainstay for the next 3.
This is what I don't understand, right? The Premier League, you need to make 2 or 3 appearances to earn a medal if you actually win. Go on to
I think it's 10.
No, I swear I got it. It's like 3 or 5 or something.
It used to be 10.
Yeah, it's 5. It's 5 games that you
5 now.
play.
It used to be 10.
5 games.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So who is it? What's he fucking called? Scott Garson can win another medal. How many titles he won under Liverpool and City and stuff like that?
Yeah. So anyway, if you're going to Phil Foden, it's not 23 he's won because he's a bit popular. You say he's probably won 3 because he's playing consecutively more games.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is that Phil Foden's won 6 Premier League titles, whatever it is, in how many seasons. Yeah, it's brilliant what he's done, but at the end of the day, it's like. He was a kid. He was 18 years old.
Yeah, he didn't really play. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even though the stat is brilliant, what an achievement he's got. He's got a great trophy cabinet and all that stuff. But let's be honest, lads, he hasn't actually won 6 Premier League titles.
You have to say. Well, when he won the first one, he was 18. Did he really play much? And then the second one,
I even want to argue that this season is his only first good proper season for City, where he's been a standout. He
wasn't too bad last season. He wasn't too bad last season, but this season,
No, that's what I mean. But last season was all about Erling Haaland. It was all about De Bruyne and stuff like that. Foden was still there, and Foden played his part. But I mean, this season, Foden's been a standout player for City.
Yeah,
what he's all about. That's what I mean it as anyway.
The problem,
shown this season. Yeah, shown this season. To be fair,
the problem you've always got is that City are just a team above the rest and all that. That no matter even their dog shit players,
they're hanging bastards. I absolutely hate all of them.
Their bench consists of about 180, 200 million pound players. They're on the bench.
Exactly.
No, but the thing though,
who can actually compete with that? Who can actually compete with that?
Arsenal is still on the screen, right? Let's say they had the option to bring on Ake, Alvarez, and who else? Name another City player.
Grealish. Grealish.
Grealish.
Yeah.
Take them three players. Take them three players. You give them Arsenal, and Arsenal are a title-winning side.
Yeah.
Well, they had them on their bench. Like that's the difference here. Like this is why I'm shitting myself for Saturday. United play City in the FA Cup final. Like, I believe we're going to win, but that's because I'm a deluded United fan, and I know that at some point the time's going to come. But you felt that way when you were a kid at Christmas. You're like, oh, one day I'll catch Santa in the act and stuff, but he never fucking turns up.
There's only two teams that want Man City to win. There's only two teams that want City to win. That's Chelsea, because if they win, they get in Euro Cup, and Newcastle in Conference Cup if City win. So there's two teams that want City to win.
Newcastle hate us anyway. Newcastle, Geordies absolutely despise us.
Yeah, but they need Man City to win.
Still sorry about
to get to Europe, because if Man City win Europe, they're already in Europe, so they don't need a place. Newcastle get that if Man City win, and then Chelsea move up a place if Man City win. So it's all. So Chelsea and Newcastle want City to win. Everyone else is all for United, I think.
Yeah.
Dan, don't tell me you're on Pochettino at United, because I've seen some of the fan base.
He's going to, I reckon. I'll take him to England.
No. Say that again. What did you say?
Well, I want Eddie Howe, really. But he ain't leaving.
But you cut out. What did you say?
Pochettino.
I said I wanted Eddie Howe, really.
Pochettino. Pochettino is the most overrated manager in Premier League history, and I'll say that with chest. Because the fact is, let me finish. He did fuck all at Spurs, right? What's going on there then? Right, I don't know.
Fuck knows.
All right. Anyway, let's just carry on. You're a Spurs fan, so this is a perfect opportunity to speak. Yeah. But the thing is, with Pochettino, he did all right for Spurs, but still didn't win your trophy. He did all right in the Champions League and all that stuff. But then he's gone to PSG and won the French Cup and all that stuff. But let's be honest, Stevie Wonder could go to the fucking French League and win all the titles there. He's winning the Champions League there, and Pochettino didn't do that. He then comes back to Chelsea, and he needed to win something this season to try and actually stay. But again, he didn't win anything. He got it to the Carabao Cup final, but still bottled it. Like, at the end of the day, Pochettino, I think he's a terrible manager, in my opinion. And I go back to Orest. When before Eric Ten Hag was appointed as manager for United, it was between Ten Hag and Pochettino, and since then I was saying I want Ten Hag over Pochettino, and then since then Pochettino's had two other managerial jobs and got sacked from both of them, and Ten Hag's still manager at Manchester United.
But to be fair, Podge took over Chelsea when they were 13th. He got into Europe. He turned around. You got to give him a little bit of credit.
Right. I get United have spent £1 billion, right? And that's our banter, right? But that's over the last 10 years, right? And we might as well throw that on a fire half the fucking players we've bought.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Chelsea have done it in the space of 2 or 3 years. But saying that, they had a lot of egos, a lot of individual players that were playing for themselves. And when Podge came in, they were still playing for themselves, but he managed to turn around and say, hold on a minute.
Into a team, didn't he?
He managed to turn around and say, hold on a minute. We can't play as individuals here. We've got to play as a team. And they did actually turn it around. Jackson started getting on scoring. And then when Palmer came in, it turned the team around. Man City missed a trick there. I still think he should be a Man City player because I think it would help him a little bit more. But since he came in, they worked as a team and Poch turned around. I don't know what was said in the boardroom. If it was because he said, "This ain't my team." When he said that, did they go in the boardroom and say, "Well, it's not your team. You can either make it your team, make what you got, or you can walk." So I think the consensus was, look, I know I'm not going to get my team. You spent so much money already. I'll walk, and that was mutual consent.
Well, he wanted more control over it, didn't he? He wanted more control, and the manager should. The manager should have control.
Well, I believe that. Everyone who's in the hot seat should be in control of the team. And you only go to the boardroom and say, "Oh, I've seen this player. He wants to leave. He's on a cheap. Can we have him?"
Yeah.
That's the only time you show contention with the boardroom is when you want a player or there's a salary increase or whatever. But when you're sitting in the hot seat and they bring in players that you've never heard of or don't know,
above your head, isn't it?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah. So Poch works with what he had, but he managed to turn them around with 10 games to go and got them in Europe. It's a big achievement when you've got big egos and big individuals.
The thing is, right, I understand Chelsea are a banter club and stuff, But realistically, their home form has been really, really good. It's when they've been away is what's really let them down.
Yeah, the
So-
home form's been great. Yeah,
Exactly, and obviously people will obviously analyse and get smashed by Arsenal 5-0 and stuff. But Chelsea at home have been really good, and that's the difference in whatever. But anyway, we need to carry on talking about the games, don't we? So obviously Arsenal and Everton. Arsenal win, but bottle it. End of story. Next game.
no, that's perfectly right. Yeah,
So,
Yeah, summed it up perfectly, yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Move on.
yeah, Orest, what's the next segment, mate?
Move on. Let's move on. Brentford.
No,
Oh,
go back to the
Mr.
Arsenal one.
B.
Go back to Arsenal.
Mr. B.
Go back to the other one.
No,
We can
not
move
Jar.
on if you want.
No.
Yeah, you
We'll
guys,
move on, yeah.
did you
No,
see Thomas Frank at the end?
let's talk about it. It's good.
Well, we're the fucking famous
Yeah.
bus stop in the country. Well, Mr. B, talk to me,
Yeah.
man.
You know what? 3-0 down at half time. We almost got back into it, though, you know, at 3-2.
You're in the
We was
fast, man.
nearly back in that game.
You're in the for United, man. You're in the for United. Mate, United, not Europe now. Well done, Brentford. Well done.
Mate,
Yeah, we're a nice club, mate. We're a nice friendly club, aren't we? Yeah.
But I do think we will win the FA Cup, though. Anyways, yeah, continue.
Yeah, I mean, look, we almost got back into this game. It's 3-0 down at half time, and we very nearly got back into it at 3-2. I thought we actually put on a good display. I know Newcastle were probably the better team where they were, but I thought we did do something. Probably more in the second half as well. I mean, we could have had a goal. Don't forget, we could have took the lead if that goal hadn't been disallowed for offside. Tony's one. So, we could have actually been in the lead there. But I think fair play to Newcastle. Fantastic team. And, good luck to them. They're in Europe. But watch out next season. Newcastle will actually beat you for a change. It'll be the first time, and it'll be revenge. But we'll have it, So, we will beat you next season. Don't worry about it. But I think they're one of the few sides we've actually beaten in the Premier, There are some others, but Newcastle are one. But we have beaten quite a few, to be honest. So
You got a few
like
draws
Spurs,
as well.
we beat Spurs. You remember that, Kallum?
No, you didn't beat us. You drew with us. You drew with us.
Oh, no,
You
we
didn't
did beat
us.
you. We beat you 3-1, didn't we? Was it 3-1?
What?
No,
I'm sure it's 3-1.
We
At
beat you
your
guys.
ground. It was at your ground.
We beat you guys 3-1.
Oh, no. Oh, man, what's going on? Where we beat you at your ground, man? What are you talking about? You had Kane and Son and everything.
There you go.
What
Well,
year are you
90
talking about,
was
Was
Mr.
it, I
B?
think it was last season. Last season.
Oh,
1986.
last season? What, this season? No. Yeah, last season. Not this
Yeah, season before. I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
Mate,
Yeah,
come on.
we beat you 3-1.
He's still living back in 2018. Move on, mate.
You're living on nostalgia, mate. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We know you're 85, but calm down, Mr. B, man.
Love it.
Yeah, how old are you then, Orest? You're about 10, are you? So,
He's
No, that's just his mental age. That's just his mental age.
He's beating me for 4-year-olds.
yeah, we all know you love McTominay as well. So.
Oh,
Hey,
don't.
The white Yaya Toure.
Jesus Christ. Now, to be fair, I think Brentford massively underachieved this year.
Absolutely.
I have to say, you
100%.
guys have been one of the
I agree, totally.
for the players
We
that
did.
you've got, and it's all banged on about this transfer strategy using all this data, everything like that. You guys have to be one of the most disappointing teams in the league and all that.
You know what? Just
agree,
like
Kallum.
curiosity. So, just what Spurs fan? What's your name again, mate? Sorry, I don't want to call you
Callum.
Spurs fan.
Callum.
Right. Hey, Callum. Like, so obviously United and Spurs are heavily linked with Ivan Toney, aren't they? For 40 to 50 million. Would you have him at Spurs?
Wouldn't touch him with a fucking barge pole. I'd at least,
I don't blame
I
you,
would-
mate. I
I
don't
would-
blame you.
Maybe
would
Barney
beat-
would. Barney, would you take Tony up for them?
Absolutely not. No.
I'd beat him with a barge. I'd actually beat him with a barge
We
pole.
know what Stepsy is saying
I
as
think he's
well.
got a
He wouldn't
mentality
either, would you?
problem.
Yeah.
I think he would destabilise the team a little bit too much.
Yeah, well, he's going
we got a good team.
I tell you what, if he was always maybe getting by a truck.
Yeah, hopefully the taxi that's bringing him over to Spurs or United gets hit by the truck and all that on the way.
Same as me, mate. Same as me.
No. Listen. Tony, stay far away as my club, please. Thank you very much.
If
But
you have
bad
to get
attitude,
the
I'd
mate,
position-
bad
rather
attitude.
bring back
Same thing is
Weggle.
Orest. He's heavy linked with your club. He's heavy linked with you.
Yeah, the
I'd rather
problem
get Weggles than get Tony, man. I swear to you.
Weghorst was all right for you. I liked him.
if you believe what all the reports are saying, the fact that he's been paraded around every club in London,
Yeah.
then they've started spreading it out to the sort of Midlands clubs, then the
Yeah.
Northern clubs, everything like that. He's backtracked on the amount of wages that he wants. Then the agents coming out and talking. The fee goes 100 million, 70 million, 80 million, 40 million, 30 million. So
Yeah.
Brentford don't have a clue how much they want to get for him because they don't even think they're going to be able to spring more than probably 30.
We get peanuts for him, mate, to be honest. Get peanuts.
I mean, you'll make a profit on him whatever way you do it. If you sell him for 10 million, you make a profit and all that. But the fact
you just want to get rid of him. You just want rid of him, mate. You know, that's
The
it.
thing is, Mr. B, the thing is, you've got to remember is who's going to take the chance on him because a lot of clubs are now thinking,
I mean, what's he scored? 2 goals since January, something
Yeah.
like that, since coming back.
I think it's about 3, actually, 3 or 4 in the end. But
Yeah, but most of the games he's gone missing.
not.
Mr. B. Mr. B, sometimes he's gone missing. Sometimes Frank hasn't even started him.
There's no
Yeah.
choice there.
The thing
Well,
is,
yes, mate,
right,
he's
the thing
done
is with
nothing, is he?
United.
He's done
No, that's
nothing.
it. That's the problem.
Down tools.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think Tony's a very good striker. Don't get me wrong, but
Whoever does.
yeah, well, I don't know. I look at Ivan Toney and they're like he is a baller at times, but it's just the fact that I don't think he has the right attitude at the
What
same
have you
time.
been watching? What have you been watching?
I think
I
you've
agree,
got
Dan.
baller. I think you got baller mixed up with Bellend and
Yeah.
all that. I think
His game was a Peterborough. His
I am
game was a
dyslexic, to be
Peterborough.
fair.
that's brilliant, Dan. That's fucking
Yeah,
brilliant.
if you
Mate.
remember, he was actually 3rd top goal scorer at one stage in the Premier.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he was
like I feel like
And then he thought gambling was a better fucking profit.
Well, to be fair, so did Tonali and all that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Newcastle.
But
that's
then,
Tonali,
them two share tips.
Yeah, he makes Tony look like a saint tonight, doesn't he? Bloody hell.
Right. Anyway, with this Brentford and Newcastle game, like, how do we all think? So obviously, we've said Brentford doesn't have a underachieve. What about Newcastle? Because obviously they massively overachieved last season, much like United.
It's
But
quite
this
easy to
season-
sum up Newcastle. Quite easy. They overachieved last season. They finished 4th last season to get in the Champions League, right? And what happens there is when you finish 4th, every Newcastle fan across the world goes, "Oh yeah, 4th, brilliant. We can go on from here." If they don't make Europe this season, it puts Howe in a very difficult position because they've done it too quick.
Yeah.
If they progressed, sort of finished, I don't know, 6th, got into Europe this season, then progressed, finished 3rd or 4th this season, it might have been better. Because they finished so high last season, there's a big expectation on Newcastle to get it back in Europe. And
Well, it was the same with United. I was looking at I don't know if you watched the pitch side in that podcast, and they were reacting to their Premier League predictions, and they put United second.
Yeah,
I might be funny.
I listen to a lot of YouTubers. I listen to Matt SB and Benjamin Bloom. They all put Man United at 3rd and 2nd, respectively.
Exactly.
And I was thinking, you've been in Europe consecutively seasons for the last 2 decades. You've been in Europe, but for Newcastle, back in by big owners, haven't spent a lot of money, but spent enough just to gradually get them to people like Isak and Barnes, people that know the Premier League, and Isak from Sweden, not a bad buy, adapted to the Premier League.
Isak quality.
He got on 4. That was too quick. Now they're on the verge of getting in Europe again. If they don't make Europe, it's a big underachievement for Newcastle because of the way they finished last season. If Man City do win the FA Cup, they're in Europe, so it puts a little bit of pressure back off Eddie Howe. But because they finished so high last season, it was a big ask this season.
And they were cheated out of the Champions League anyway, weren't they? With that handball,
Yeah,
it's
but we're
never
not talking
handball.
about Champions League at the moment. We're talking about where they finished.
With that, wasn't it?
But they could have got out of the group, and they're still lost. But this season, them coming out of Europe was probably a blessing, so they could concentrate on the league to get back in Europe. It hasn't panned out that way because they've had a lot of injuries. But Barnes came back at the right time, has gone back into contention, Now all they need is just Man City to win that cup, and they're back in Europe, and that puts Eddie Howe back in a stable condition instead of an unstable condition.
I think they'd fare better in the Europa League or Conference. I would.
Maybe,
I think
but it's just
Champions League.
all I'm going on is where they finished last season was a big ask for them to repeat it. That's what put Eddie Howe under pressure, because Newcastle fans thought straight away, we finished 4th, we can do it again. If they don't make Europe, it's a big underachievement. It puts pressure on Howe. But if they make Europe, he's back sitting comfortably again.
I know it's our topic, but I've just seen this. Bayern Munich are on the verge of agreeing a stunning deal for Vincent Kompany. It's understood that his backroom stuff.
No, man. I can't believe that.
Conversation,
Company.
Teams, and virtually there.
Vincent Kompany.
Yeah, for who?
To Bayern.
Bayern Munich.
They are mad, aren't they? What's wrong with it?
Honestly, if anyone watched Vincent Kompany when he was manager of that Belgian team, I can't remember what the name is. He turned them into good. It was good because he went for a player coach. He played for him, and then actually started managing him.
But turn it down. He done it there. But he went to Barney and bought all the Belgian players, the reserve Anderlecht squad over for Belgium, into the championship, which worked. But he kept the same team roughly, apart from a few players that left, like Tello and all that. He kept the same players in Burnley in the Premier League. Tried to play championship ball, it didn't work. So why Bayern want him?
Tried to play the same way. Then he changed it for a bit. It was working. He changed it back.
And he changed it back.
Yeah.
Kallum will understand this. Burnley were beating Tottenham at half time, and they were doing really well. And I thought Burnley would win that. Second half, they came out and played championship football, and Tottenham went, well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And that's even when we was playing dog shit as well.
Yeah,
so weren't even...
but you still beat them because they reverted back to what they were used to. Instead of playing what they were playing, high profile against you. Then they went back to playing football. And if you play Tottenham football, championship football against Tottenham, you're going to get beat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Orest, you said about something about his backroom staff going out there as well. Have they announced any of them yet?
No, not yet, but they're planning.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
That's a weird one, to be fair, isn't it? With Kompany going out there. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like we've all said,
managers.
He's
that's a huge gamble.
I mean, to be fair, their list of candidates has got to be as big as Juventus's and all that. To be honest, with the amount of stuff. I mean, I reckon give him 6 months, and the big players will force him out. To be honest,
It's like McKenna was being linked with Chelsea, and it's not going to happen. But say if he went there,
I saw that.
Say them that's on the same scale as company going to Bayern. They're both big gambles. I know Chelsea won't get McKenna, but just him being linked with them, and then we're saying, God, if McKenna goes to Chelsea, that's a big gamble. It's just the same as business company going for Barney to Bayern Munich is a huge gamble.
Of course,
it is.
Imagine him giving instructions to Kimmich, Goretzka, and Kane, Son. That's going to be weird, but we'll see.
It's all right. He can give directions to Eric Dyer because he's thick as shit.
He's coming back to you. He's on loan, wasn't he? He was on loan. He coming back to you?
No.
They wanted him back in the England squad.
And
What?
It's all right. You cannot.
He scored the penalty against Colombia. That would be good.
You can only have one or two morons. You can either have Dyer or Slabbing. You get Dyer or Slabbing in your squad. You don't get both of them.
Okay, Eric Dyer's a hero in my eyes after that goal he scored against Colombia. That penalty.
He's just stick with the fridge at the back, isn't he?
He's a folklore. He's a god, Eric Dyer, for that penalty he scored against Colombia. Folklore.
Love it.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game because we've got a lot of games.
Go on, Dan.
Brighton did lose 2-0 in their last game. De Zerbi's last game for Brighton. Obviously, they were trying at the end of the match. Roberto De Zerbi won't be wanting to stay. Listen, I thought it was a good win for us, even though we had nothing to play for really. But good goal from Mainu. Højlund, good goal as well.
From Mainu? Were you fucking watching him score?
Yeah. Mainu scored.
Mainu didn't score. It was Dallo and Højlund, lad.
Mainu scored.
Yeah,
but no, listen. Clean sheet away from home. Wow. Hey, United. what was it? Our first clean sheet since Everton away when Tanag wasn't even here. So, wow.
Yeah.
To be fair, Orst, you are wrong. It was Dallo and
Sorry,
Hoyland. who
Dallo.
scored
My
them.
bad. Dallo,
I mean,
you're a
I'm not
proper
gonna.
fan, aren't you, Orest? United, aren't you? A proper fan, mate. You know what you're talking about.
It was the United. It was the United PR team getting in your head and all that, saying that Mainu's something special when he's really not.
I did forget. But yeah, man. Dan, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
I thought in the first half it was embarrassing. We got absolutely battered by the Seagulls. You know, it's like when you go to Blackpool and they fucking swoop down, try and nick your chips. But that's what it felt like. But,
and they've been poor this season as well.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, the second half, we came out and we played a bit better. And it was good that we just kept it that 0-0 because that goal line clears off Casemiro was brilliant. The same for Martinez as well. We just looked really poor on corners and set pieces, so that's been majority of our issue this season. But we got the win, and that's all that matters. And Dallo, just for me, he's our player of the season. I think he was absolutely brilliant in that game. That shows why he's been mint all season. And Hoyland scoring 2 goals in 2 games. Hopefully, he's got his confidence back and he plays well against City in the final. Hey, Haaland is the Hoyland wish. Like,
no, Haaland is Haaland wish.
The thing is, at least our striker could use both feet.
BTEC Haaland.
No, like Haaland's a BTEC Hoyland.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Honestly, mate, you put Hoyland in that City side, he scores more than Haaland.
You're talking
Bold Paul.
Being serious.
No, you're not. Don't play. Don't joke. Don't joking.
Hey, you're in the championship. Why are you over there? You can piss off to the other podcast.
The thing is, I'll probably know about fucking Premiership than all you put together, apart from Kallum, probably.
Let's put it this way: we don't want him here, and they don't want him in the Championship. So at the moment, he's stuck like Norwich. He's just going to go backwards, up and down.
Yeah, I'm in limbo, mate. I'm in limbo.
The problem is Hoyland's a weird player. He has the stature and the build of a Premier League striker, but he definitely shows his age. He shows he was
still raw, isn't
he? He's still a raw striker, and it's
Lad,
one of them
20
where
years old.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
The same age as me.
The thing is, he could have had he's had a quite good season this year after a very slow start. There's no guarantee that he's going to become a superstar, or there's no guarantee that he's going to be shit. Either it's just the problem is with United, it's not about one individual player. You have a culmination of egotistical idiots who play for your club who need to be cleared out. And the problem is it all starts from the top going down. And we had this same discussion last week where United have so many problems where you've held on to Deadwood, you've bought players at the end of their careers who shouldn't have been even touched with a barge pole, who you guys can't rely on for it. You've got Ericsson, Casemiro, Maguire, Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans has been mint this season. I won't even have that. Johnny Evans has been mint this season.
No, but a team like United should
we
never have to be in a,
I agree on that. I agree
never have to be in a position
when
to
Johnny
rely
Evans
on
has
Johnny
stepped
Evans.
up. He's been absolutely brilliant. He's been better than Onana. He's been better than Mason Mount. Right, Evans has been our best second signing.
When did hold on a minute? When did Johnny Evans become a goalkeeper? You can't compare him to Onana.
No, but I'm saying performance-wise, like, if you're looking at like,
but did goalkeepers turn to performance to outfield players?
I still remember the Arsenal performance. That was shambolic at the Emirates. That was shambolic for Evans. But apart from that, he was alright. Listen, for me, at United, we shouldn't be signing Johnny Evans. But you see,
until you got that boardroom sorted,
do you watch United?
Until you got that boardroom sorted and that director of footballing, nothing's going to go right. You need to work for the top and work downwards. Until that boardroom, that director of football, everyone's on the same page. It's going to take effect on the players. And yes, Kallum is right. Deadwood needs to leave.
The way I look at it, right, is that this is the analogy I like to use. Is that like the Glazers or the owners, whatever you want to say, they want to make a perfect picture out of different jigsaws, and they want to like one clear perfect picture. But you've got like pieces from Moyes, you've got pieces from Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and now Ten Hag and all that stuff. And not being funny.
Van Gaal.
Exactly, but the thing is, we've been rotting for the last 10 years, even longer, and they expect us to be challenging after 2 seasons. It's ridiculous. It's impossible for any manager to ask. You get Pep Guardiola into Manchester United. I'm not saying it's ever going to happen, but if you got Pep into United, it would not. He would still look like a shit manager. Every single manager that's come to Manchester United can't be a shit manager. It's the way that the toxic environment is at the club, and it's poor.
Like I said, the boardroom needs to be sorted, and the director of football needs to be sorted. Once that's sorted, then you can work your way down until that's sorted. Because in that boardroom, it's chaotic.
Absolutely.
The problem is you've got a club without a direction.
That's what the director they want from Newcastle.
Yeah,
Why don't you pay the money just to get him in? Then you can sort it out.
Yeah.
Once you've got that man in, I mean, he wants 20 million or whatever it is, pay it. Get him in, then sort your boardroom out. The director of football's in place. Then you can start thinking, right, okay, director of football's in. Let's see what his game plan is. Ineos runs with it, and then we go down to Man United. New players come in, and then you can start building from there. Until that boardroom and that sporting director sorted, there's nothing going to be sorted on the pitch. Until that day, you're going nowhere. Get that boardroom sorted. Get that director of football in. See the philosophy. See what Ineos can do with the money situation, and get it fucking rolling again. The Man United evolved.
Yeah.
The thing the thing you've also got, and United have got the same problem as Spurs. They've got an overinflated squad of players with poor players from multiple managers. A lot of money has been invested in them, and because United are run like a business, it's all about commercial turnaround, commercial recovery of revenue as well. You're going to make a loss.
They don't want is a profit. It's like
they're not going to make a profit. That's the thing.
But back in the day, Kallum, it was a workman's sport. It was all about supporting your club. You earn your wage for the week. You pay the money for your season ticket, or you pay the money for your ticket. And it was a workman's sport. It's all about supporting your club, how far they go. Now, most clubs, even Newcastle, even probably Tottenham, Man United, their business now is profit turnover. It's not about winning nothing. It's about how much money they can get out of that club, and that's what's killing the game.
Yeah,
exactly.
The thing is, though, like, let's say, for example, we can even say about the signings just under Eric Ten Hag. Rasmus Højlund, 70-odd million. He's a 40 million pound striker when we first got him. Again, but we bought him in when the Premier League had started. We did our business late, and it took us ages to sign him. So
okay, on that. How much would you rate Anthony now then? Because you bought him for
I was going to get on to Anthony. Anthony isn't even a 30 million pound winger. Like Anthony wouldn't even play for Luton. There's not one.
So what would you work? Yeah, well, okay, that's a bit of dig about us, but okay. How would you rate him then?
Well, no, like, all due respect, I'm saying, like, he's not even relegation pool. Like, Anthony doesn't belong in England. He's not a good enough player. Like, you went, let me say, like, Højlund got the built for a Premier League like striker.
Yeah.
Like Anthony isn't an English winger. He's not direct. He's too like flary, you could say. Like, his tricks belong in a circus, not on a fucking football pitch.
So do you think he's been to Ajax, like in Dutch league, and come to the Premiership where it's totally different? He's totally different tempo.
Yeah, he's a traditional like Brazilian winger. You know, he's got the flair, he's got the skills, he's got the aggression and stuff, but he hasn't got the directness, he hasn't got the pace, he hasn't got the like communication and stuff that you need to have it to become a Premier League winger.
I believe Premiership, don't get me wrong, used to have a lot of space where your creative players could work. I think the Premiership is adapting now where you're more on the player straight away now. It's more
it's
in
quick,
your face now.
It's quick, responsive play.
Back in the day, we all know this. The Premiership used to be a wonderful playground where you get loads of space. You can show your tricks. You can do your flick ups or your lovely crosses or your floating balls. You don't get that time in the Premier League now. Players are on you.
Yeah,
I think it's adapted to the point now where we can't give these creative players a lot of room. We need to be on them.
Exactly.
Because back in the day, when you had Cantona and Giesel flying down the wings, there's a lot of room for them to do what they need to do. Cross the ball in. Cantona could score for 30, 40 yards because there's so much room to do it.
Different time now, I know. Different, mate.
Yeah,
different
that's
time
what I mean. Time's evolved, and the Premiership is now, and Premiership players now give these creative players a lot of room. They'll do damage. We can't afford to do that now, so it's more compact now.
Yeah,
exactly. Dan, by any chance, do any of you guys read The Athletics? So they did a really good article They did a really
Yeah,
good
I've got-
article about United last year, and they said that when Anthony was first recommended to United by the scouting department, they said that they have a scale of how much they value the players at, depending on how it is. So they went, right, 20 million to 30 million is his range. How much Ajax thinking? This is what agents said, everything like that.
Yeah.
They go through it. United go slowly to get the transfer done, get a bid knocked back. Then they go through it again. Price tag goes up by 20 million. So you're in the 50 million pound range.
Yep.
United fuck it up again, big time. And then by the end of the transfer window, Ajax had managed to fleece you guys for nearly 90 million.
I know.
And
They bent you over, mate. For
Most
that.
of that
That was bad.
was down to the agent knowing that,
that was
30 million,
obscene,
they're not going to
man.
get 30 million.
it weren't
Because
even...
I was rating them at 40.
They saw you lot coming, mate. They saw you lot coming.
No,
I tell you.
it's all to do with the agent. Seriously. They thought,
it
all right,
weren't-
30 million. They thought 30 million first. All right, we'll see where Ajax sort of go with this. There was no way they were getting for 30 million. No way, not a chance. So the agent thought, okay, well, we'll try and get a bit more from them. So they tried the 50 million mark. Still, the Ajax were I'm in, but still said no. And then by Kallum said, by the end of it, they just went,
Well
for it.
The way it was. This is how it
you know
went.
what? You know what?
I
You went
remember
20 million more than we were asking, 30 million more than we were asking for, and we'll take it.
Yeah, but the thing is though, right? Because people in this fan base say that there's a United tax. The only reason why the United tax exists is because clubs know we overspend on players and we'll pay the money. So at the end of the day, this was the same season that Sebastian Heller got cancer and he was ruled out and he stopped playing. So Ajax got all the business sorted and all that stuff. And then what happened was United came in for Anthony. They didn't need to do any more business. They were already set for the season. So then they asked United for 40 million was the first original asking price. United offered about 28 million for 30 million, whatever it was. It got rejected. And then we came back 3 weeks later after signing Casemiro and we tried to sign him again.
That's to do with the agent as well. Trying to boost it up, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. But the thing is, though, is that this is where United have failed when it comes to the directors, because someone should be saying to them, right, the scouts value him at 25 to 30 million. You do not pay anything. I get it. Anthony's quite young. He's only 23 now. But the thing is, we bought him at 21. So, you can kind of overspend a little bit on a young player just because of the potential, as a possibility. Anything over 50 million should have been right, no, we'll try and get someone else or try and get someone else.
You didn't have a director of football that's there. Say, hold on a minute. Hold on, 50. We're not going to go higher than that. We know he's valued at. I've looked at it because the director of football level, all the stats, all the thing in there, potential. I go, hold on a minute. 50 is where we're going. We're going no further. This is what we recommend at. We say here. That's what you need a director of football in place now for when you do business in the summer. Because whatever you buy in summer, then you can have no director of football there to say, well, hold on a minute.
This is why I want. This is why I want.
This is what we value the player at. We don't want to pay anymore.
That's what Levy, by all means, Levy's a tosser. Don't like the bloke, but he knows how to get a player for less value than the worth.
Well, to be fair though, Barcelona were laughing when they got 25 million out of us for Emerson Royale. Fucking hell! If you got there was an article that Matt Law released afterwards where literally they said that all the Barcelona directors were just like, how the hell have we done this? We could have got 10 million.
You're human at the end of the day, but Levy does do business quite well. Normally.
I would say 60% of the time, a lot of the time, and I mean,
but reasonably he does business really well. He don't overspend for a player. He tends to keep it at market value. Maybe he'll flutter a little bit over the price of the market, but not.
He's a tosser when trying to get rid of players.
Well, we know that.
I mean, Barney, you guys wanted Højbjerg.
That's a different ball game altogether, That's a different ball game altogether. That's a different ball game.
Barney, I think you guys wanted Højbjerg last year, didn't you? If Paulinho was going to go and all that.
Yeah, I heard noises for that, and obviously there's rumours of him going this summer. But he's getting too old now. I mean, he's 29, so if he stays, he stays. If he brilliant.
Well, Tosin, is he going, isn't he? Is he supposed to
Tosin,
go?
the agent, yeah, he's leaving. Marco throws him out the side.
Yeah, because he wouldn't sign a new deal, would he?
Right,
Yeah,
obviously
he's
we need
gone.
to go through the other games and stuff because obviously I want to talk about VAR before we end the show because obviously the clubs and stuff announcing that they want to do a petition about VAR going next season. But
Right,
Orest, do you want to quickly just go through the
talk
games?
about that. The top 6 cards will make the decision. The other cards won't even have a say. It's
Well,
top
again,
6.
Luton aren't here. Why are you speaking? You're
No,
not.
fuck off. I'm not talking about fucking. I'm talking about top 6. Fucking top 6. It's a card point. Top 6.
The thing is,
decision.
to be fair though, I believe the vote's meant to be on the 14th of June,
It'll be
and
top
officially,
6 decision, Cam. It's simple as you'll have a vote because you're top 6.
But what I mean, those steps, is that officially that Luton will still be involved in the discussion stage because officially you're not out of the Premier League until the 30th of January and all that. I mean, pretty much they'll invite you along. They'll put a hard chair out in the background and all that, and you guys can just sit there spectating, which would be wonderful. But don't worry, they're going to do it with United as well. But United are going to be on a Zoom call for it as well instead of invited in there because they can't work out how to get. Yeah, they can't even sort out how to get there.
Yeah, may not get cool.
What games to talk about? I say games, but we do have like Chelsea and Liverpool and Luton, Fulham, City and Tottenham and all that. So, but we'll talk about VAR at the end if you guys would like to wish to. All right, we'll move on. We'll skip a few. Let's go to Luton, Fulham.
Oh dear.
Barney,
might as well move on. Nothing happened.
I can talk about
in the season.
I'll let Barney talk. He's happy. He's happy about this one.
Well, it's a game that I had to actually keep track of outside in Spain, which is quite unusual for me. But I watched,
the green screen.
On the green screen, exactly, mate. Yeah, so I watched the highlights 3 times. And generally talking about the game, I thought actually both teams went for it. I really did. I was really impressed with Luton. Morris, Adebayo, they both should have scored. I think Bert Leno saved us on a couple of occasions. They went for it, and I admire Luton hugely. And those first sort of 15 minutes, I thought, hang on, if Luton get the first goal, I think they could just go on and win this. But obviously Adama, great goal, and then Rao, Jimenez, 2 really good finishes. Harry Wilson was brilliant. I thought he was my player of the match. He was on a different level. I mean, he was literally like championship Harry Wilson from 2 seasons ago. Absolutely unplayable.
Best goal was the 4th goal for you. Direct, just along the floor, direct straight into.
But I thought and then
quality.
Exactly, Morris. He should have scored that chance. That Leno saved with a one-handed reaction. I thought how that didn't go in. How did he score that? And
he thought it was going one way, but he could always dive, but he got his hand up.
Exactly. I think it was one of those
reaction save.
I mean, I had to watch it 3 or 4 times because I couldn't actually see the ball, but it was a brilliant save. And Morris is a really, really good player.
He's gone that way. He's already in there, but when the ball came, he just put a hand up, and I was like, what?
No, I mean it was a really entertaining game. I'm sure you'll have your say as well on it, but I was actually really impressed, and I'm sorry to see Luton go down. I genuinely am, because I thought they'd made a huge battle of it, and it was good to watch both teams that had that kind of end of season feel to it, where sort of the defenses didn't really matter. We were sort of just trying to go for goals, and I think the best part of the game for me was our breakaway. I think for the Harry Wilson goal, the cross field ball from Harrison Reed to Iwobi was like, that was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, we pushed everyone up and go for that equaliser, and you just broke.
But that's my opinion. I was pleased. A good 3 points, end the season on a high.
Yeah, man, 100%. Do you want to give your thoughts as well?
Yeah, I end of the season sort of feel like I said, but I think it was just a game for a neutral, very entertaining. I think just people wanted to see a game of football, and it produced goals, which was very good. Obviously, Fulham scored first. Wonderful goal. Just caught us napping again. We like I said, for the first 50 minutes, we were up there, we were competing, we were very in it, and then as soon as they got the goal, we knew we were on the back foot. Definite penalty that we got. I thought that was a silly mistake. I don't know. I can't remember. Was it Robinson that made the error?
It was Iwobi backtracked, and I think he clipped him. He sort of panicked and sort of went in on him, and he went down.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. We got the equaliser, and then straight up the other end they scored. And I'm thinking, just back in the game, and then as soon as the kick-off, 40 seconds later, they scored. And I'm thinking, and we've got to do it all again. And after that, put them 2-1 up. We pushed, pressed, a couple of chances, that save as well.
So I think it was
Morris. Adebayo had a great chance just on the edge of the area, just narrowly wide, and we pushed. But then as soon as we were getting on the front foot to search for that goal, Fulham, sting of attack, broke us down, make it 3-1. It was a sting of attack. And just after that, it was like, okay, basically, let's make a fist of it. So we fought, scrapped, and 4-1, 2-1. And then we should. I do believe it could have been easily 4 or 3-4 for them because there's so many chances. But there's some good keeping. And it was nice to see John Shea getting on. James Shea, sorry, getting on for the last 3 minutes.
I should have mentioned that. Yeah, it was nice. His
which was nice. I mean, he's been in our club since non-league.
And he made a great save against Tom Kenny as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he played half a season for League One, done all the business in League Two, and that. So it was nice to see him come on and get a Premiership ball for a Premier League appearance. So that was nice. We did bring on Mpanzu for the last half an hour, and every time he got the ball, we were saying shoot because if he had scored, he'd have scored in every non-league. League Two, League One, Championship, Premiership. But he just didn't get. They just wouldn't give us. He just couldn't get a shot away, which is unfortunate. But hopefully, if we come up next season, one will go. So who knows? But it was an entertaining game. I thought Fulham really good. Wilson, different class to everyone on that pitch, apart from probably it's a shame that Barkley didn't play because I liked in Wilson versus Barkley. That would have been a nice round up for the end of the season, but
he's going Villa apparently, isn't he?
Very close to time for Villa. Yeah, they're in last talks. They reckon the fee will be somewhere between the region of £8 million to £10 million.
That's worth it.
When we got on a free.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal, and I mean Villa have pretty much seen that.
We want for one more season. We want for more season, but
you can't better than Dougie Louise and all that. He's miles better than him.
We want for one more season. I believe he'll stay in the Premiership, but you can't deny someone who's 31 nearly, 32 nearly, 31 or 32, who's going to play in the Premiership and put a appearance in Europe that he could actually play in and maybe have one last chance at England. Maybe. Yeah. Not definite, but maybe. So
you think he's overlooked because he's a Luton?
I don't begrudge this guy. I do. I feel a bit pissed off in a way that we brought him out of the wilderness. We give him the chance where no one fucker would touch him, and now he's pissing off. But I can understand why. I don't hold anything against him. It's a win-win for us. We brought him in, give him a 2.5-year contract. Hoping he'll do the business to keep us up.
A 12-year contract? What are you, Chelsea?
2.5-year contract. We're not Chelsea. No, we're not Chelsea. Yeah, 2.5-year contract. Hoping that he'll stay up and go again for a big run this season. Obviously, it didn't work. We want him on a free. We give him the chance. We're getting money for him. Win-win. So
it's all right. You can use that 10 million to refurbish the canteen at Luton, can't you?
Oh, them hot chocolates come from a very nice blooming vending machine. Shush.
It's all right. You can spend 10 million. Spend 10 million on the cups then.
You get them donated. It's charity. Come on.
Yeah. You probably don't pay council tax because you're part of the houses around it.
In all seriousness, though, we get a bit of money for him, which is nice. And I wish him all the best. But on this game, I'd like to come against Wilson. It'd been a battle, but obviously we had to have Clark on him, which done a good job, but Wilson got away too quickly. And his skill obviously shone through. He did come up against Lukonga a couple of times. That was pretty tasty because Congo won it a couple of times. Wilson done it a couple of times. Then Congo done a lovely turn, and Wilson nearly fell on his face after he turned him. But it was 2-2, so between them two. But yeah, Fulham better team. Look very assured. I can see them doing very well next season. I'm going for Fulham to finish in the top 8 next season. Easy.
Yeah, I say top 10 for me.
With the right players, a few additions here and there. Yeah, I'll see top 8.
Tighten up defence, a couple of midfielders, and proper number 9. We'll see.
Few tweaks here and there.
And the thing is, right, is that like I feel like that for teams like
Callum,
I feel like for teams like Fulham, West Ham, teams that even Crystal Palace now and possibly even Brentford, like getting into the top half of the table is so hard. Like, because you think about how many good teams right now in the top 8. You've got City, Arsenal, Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, United, Newcastle.
You say Villa, but this was just a great season for Villa. I mean, no one expects them to finish 4th. Everyone thought 6th, 7th for the best. So really, it's a freak season for Villa. Will they do it again? Until they do it 2 or 3 seasons in a row.
Thanks for forgetting about Spurs, Dan. Don't worry, we finished ahead of you and Newcastle and Chelsea.
If Villa finish 3rd, 4th, if Villa finish 4th or 3rd for 3 or 4 seasons, you can tell them they're top side. They had a freak season this season. If they can do it again next season,
the thing is though, you're calling it a freak season, but unlike but let me finish, right? Because like Newcastle last season, they weren't in Europe, and this season they went straight into Champions League football, the hardest European competition there is.
Yeah,
they absolutely bottled it. Where this season, Villa let me finish.
They didn't bottle it.
Let me finish. Right, Villa, however, they've played in the Conference League, so they're used to playing midweek games. So going into Champions League football won't be as hard of an adjustment as it is for Newcastle. I honestly think that Villa will still be around the top 4 next season because Unai Emery is an amazing manager.
He is quality.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
So puff that out your vape.
Does anyone else want to talk about this game, or shall we move on?
Move on, mate.
All right, cool. Chelsea. All right, I think that's a special video.
That Caicedo goal was mint.
Oh god!
It's gone. He is gone, lads. Yeah, obviously Chelsea won, but I'll go back and say about it. That was a brilliant strike. Wait, who would have thought Chelsea to get Europe, then Pochettino to get sacked?
Go back because I've heard none of that. None of that. I heard none of it. I heard none of that.
I just don't know what to say.
None of it.
I said it before. They're very good at home. It's when they played away from home is why they've been absolutely crap.
I'm lost because I've heard nothing.
The problem is what you've got is it's another club where there's no alignment of the strategy. There's no alignment with the manager, and that's why obviously we like what we all said earlier. That's why Pochettino went, and no matter them beating Bournemouth on Sunday, Chelsea weren't good. Bournemouth just were worse and all that. And I mean, I think Caicedo put out a tweet or his Instagram post of all his best moments in the season, and one long range goal for 120 million is just dog shit how it is. The problem is you've got a structure which don't work. You've got coaching staff who pretty much belong to Brighton, who are just thinking that they could probably have their job back down at the Amex. You've got a squad of players who are, well, they're a team of individuals, and you've just got Todd Bowley who's just throwing money at it like our American football do at the NFL and all that. And there's no, I don't care what anyone says that. Yeah, Chelsea have gotten into, what was it, the Conference League? Did they get into or something like that? I think, or Europa League, and they've been poor. Apart from, like Dan said, a little bit at home. I mean, they got turned over twice by Wolves. They've just been diabolical in the way that they play, and I genuinely think Pochettino left because he just got frustrated with how disjointed it is. He's literally been told, these are the players you're getting, make them work. He, like Dan put it, he didn't do that great at Spurs in the end. He wasn't aligned with the strategy. PSG, well, you get given anything you take down there, and you even if you win the league, and you're all right, but you got to do well in the Champions League. And then I think the Chelsea job's just a poison chalice. It's somewhere where, I mean, look at it, their biggest rivals are Fulham and all that. And whenever it comes down to it, the Chelsea think they're so much better than it. Whereas I would say they've been playing at, no offence, Barney, but probably Fulham's level for most of that. Probably a top 15 club level.
I mean, no offence taken, mate, but you are right. I mean, we operate at
That's
a
offensive,
level.
also.
You're right. I can't really argue with that. We're quite evenly matched in some sort of ways.
And then you guys have probably got a budget of, say, 70 to 80 million. Chelsea have had £1 billion within a season and a half.
Well, exactly. When you say budget, exactly. I mean, first time we've actually we'll be free of FFP, I think, for the first time in 8 years going into this transfer window. We'll have lesser restrictions, so I'm expecting a better season for us. Sorry, transfer window, rather, sorry.
Exactly, mate, exactly.
Yeah, but if you're a proper club, right, you let the manager manage. You let him bring in his own players. You don't go above him. You don't go, oh, we want him. We talk to the manager first, who he wants.
There's
and that is run so shambolically at Chelsea. It's unbelievable. It's terrible.
It was just a bad game. Yeah, it secured them where they were. Spurs created their own problems to make Chelsea come in to be that close to us in it. And all the Chelsea fans were like, yeah, we've achieved something this year. Well, you should do on £1 million bloody budget and all that.
Yeah, and you should be getting higher than that where you were. You should be getting more. You should be in the top 4, at least.
Right, well, because I'm about to jump off in a second. Who do you think Chelsea's next manager will be? Right, first manager that comes to your mind.
I saw Frank Lampard. I saw him asking for the Wi-Fi password the other night.
No.
It's all about De Zerbi as well.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, it's all about De Zerbi.
De Zerbi will be a good manager for Chelsea.
De Zerbi, maybe.
Oh, another Brighton manager.
Yeah,
why not?
On Chelsea.
Yeah, because they've been so great and successful there, haven't they? Like Potter and that. Bloody hell.
Made a step up.
I think they're going to get the sporting manager out, Ruben Amorim. So.
Oh, yeah, that's a good job.
Yeah.
He does align with the sort of strategy they want to play.
That's a good shout.
Yeah.
That's a very
Is
good
there
shout.
any more topics you need to talk about? Or
yeah, we do. I mean, Onslaught. Quickly, guys. Onslaught. How is he going to do at Liverpool, guys? How is he going to do?
Hard to say.
I hope we get relegated.
Tough act to follow, isn't it?
The squad's there, but it's been football, so a little bit different to Liverpool. So I think he's gonna have to learn to adapt to the Liverpool way, because his football is totally different to the way Liverpool play.
I think he's gonna struggle. Yeah,
if he's coming from the same pedigree as Ten Hag. Ten Hag won't play the Ajax way.
I'll tell you now, Liverpool will get top 4 next season.
Well, like I said, Ten Hag into Man United and tried to play the Ajax way. It didn't work, so he's had to adapt. If Arsenal comes in and tries to play the final way, Liverpool don't play that way.
The thing is, though, if you've watched the way Slot plays football with Feyenoord and the way he played for
Feyenoord had one good season where they finished top, the top, and this season they faltered everywhere because he played a different way. It hasn't worked. Liverpool needs to come to Liverpool and work a way that Liverpool know how to play.
Yeah, but if you see the way they play the transition, he plays a lot like he'll use his fullbacks as either overlapping midfielders or inverted midfielders. So Trent and Robertson won't be an issue when it comes to adjusting. The only adjustments it's going to take is the way the front line transitions. I've watched a lot of Slot, and especially in the Eredivisie, because I've got a dodgy fire stick and I like to watch these games.
The way the left back and right back overlap the midfielders. Trent does that already, but he can't defend, so he needs to be a midfielder.
That's a myth. That's a myth.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is, mate.
Trent can't defend on his life.
Yeah,
there's one crucial point both of you have missed, that he's walking into an unstable environment in Liverpool with a lot of players out of contract next summer and a lot of players aging
The
as
salary
well.
will be gone, I think, and all that.
Salah, Fabinho, Van Dijk, Robertson,
honestly,
already gone.
what Klopp's done, it reminds me of what Sir Alex did, where he left the team as a team that was falling apart and that was got an aging squad, and he's just there like, you know what, that's it. At the end of the day, it's someone else's issue. Now, I feel like Klopp was like, oh, I'm tired and all that stuff.
Oh,
that might be true. It's 3-0.
Fanta.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame.
What's that?
Never losing.
Lookman hat trick.
Wow.
Oh.
Lookman,
Wow.
what, that old toss pot that
He
used to
played
be
like
at
weird,
Everton?
didn't
That
Well,
fucker.
he
Jesus
What,
Christ.
any Roma?
Yeah, that one. The
Yeah.
one that used to be at Charlton.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
he? Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Beans. Wow. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah, but to be fair, right, he's got a lot of great youngsters there at Liverpool. He's got a lot of great youngsters. He's
Good
got
youngsters, but you're
Elliot,
asking them to play.
Jones,
You're asking them to play full
Bonza.
Champions. You're asking them to play a full Champions League season with players who are going to be a year older, who probably won't adapt to.
Well, let's
slot
see
play
let's
right
see
away.
Salah go to Saudi Arabia for 150 million, and then he's got that money to spend on a new squad, doesn't he?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. He bringing his own players who he wants.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to implement his own ideas. I don't think anyone should tell him what to do there.
Right,
You know,
simple fact is, right, he's going to go in there. He's going to have a stable season. Liverpool won't finish in the top 5. They'll probably finish just for conference. He'll have a stable season. And then the following season, when they're back up in the Premiership, he's like, he'll have his first season under his belt of the Premiership team, and he'll push on. He'll know what the Premiership's all about. He'll know what players to bring in, and then implement his ideas. He'll play one season blindfolded, but Liverpool will be fine. Then he'll have his own ideas because he'll seen the league, and then he'll implement his ideas in 25-26 season.
I don't think he'll be given time, you know, honestly. I think
he will. Liverpool aren't a big sacking manager side. They do good time, but who knows? We'll see. It'll all unfold during the season. It'll all unfold during the season.
Right, last one, then we'll wrap up. Tottenham, 3-0 win. Checking the Ange Ball at Bramall Lane.
What, the Bramall Lane? The Bramall Lane dead rubber and all that. The dead rubber game.
104 goals they've conceded now this season.
Yeah, I was going to say I think they've conceded the most goals ever in a Premier League season, haven't they?
They have, Kallum, the record.
They're bottom for a reason, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason that they didn't score more was because of Wes Foderingham and all that. Foderingham turned into a world-class goalkeeper for them, and if we'd have had someone who can actually, if we'd have had a proper striker, you could have put 10, 12, 15 past them because they are such a weak team. And when you think the 3 teams that are going down this year, they are an absolute disgrace as a club.
I'm looking at the teams that are going up this season. The teams that are coming up this season, I think at least 2 of them will survive next season. I think we'll see a few go down.
Okay, Dan, who's winning out Southampton Leeds then?
I think Ipswich will stay up.
Who's winning out Southampton Leeds?
Southampton.
Okay.
Southampton for me, as well.
Yeah,
I have to support Southampton. 2 of my best mates are Saints fans, and they live in North Essex, so that don't go around.
What's
Leeds? I want Leeds to fucking go. I don't want to play Leeds. I want Southampton to go. I don't want to go to Yorkshire. Yorkshire's a shithole. I don't want to go there.
No, but I mean, Dan, I think that if you consider what teams are going to come up, I'd say that probably Saints, if they come up, will survive because I think they're well versed. I would say Leicester would, but they've still got that.
Leicester come up better than they because they've done well. Of course, they won the Premier, as we all know.
If Southampton go up, I think they need to change their manager. Ross Martin is not a Premiership manager.
The way I look at it as well, obviously Ipswich, it's an incredible achievement what they've got, right? And because obviously McKenna being ex-United coach and stuff, I want him to do really well. But I feel like he's going to be like the company of the Burnley of this season, where we think they're going to do really well. They might just survive relegation.
McKenna is heavily important. McKenna is very, very heavily important.
The problem is Ipswich don't have the infrastructure. I don't think yet. They're not well supported. But the only reason I say Leicester are going to be starting on the back foot is because obviously they've still got the impending financial conduct charge against them. So they could have as many as 10 to 12 points deducted by the start of the season from what I've been seeing around. So
that's unfair for them, isn't it? But there you go.
Not really. They're the ones that broke. They're the ones that
don't break rules. Don't break the rules.
The thing is, though, as well, is that the way I look at it as well is obviously that Shrewsbury Hall's had a very good season. Indeed, he's out of contract this season.
We won't get Shrewsbury Hall. He's going to be captain next season. How many more times I say this? I know Leicester. I've got 3 Leicester fans. They want Shrewsbury Hall's captain.
All right. I didn't know you were a Leicester fan. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Oh, fucking hell. Seriously. Yeah. I believe I'll tell you what I heard.
But yeah, so it was a pretty dead rubber game against Sheffield. To be honest, we outplayed them. We could have definitely done so much more and all that. And
so were you not supporting Sheffield United this game then, considering you support City for the night? So you're not supporting the team?
No, Dan, I was actually one of them Spurs fans who wanted Spurs to win it and all that.
I'll take my headphones off to you.
I stood by my principles and said I would rather us just play our game and do it how it was.
Yeah, he's a proper fan, you see.
I got slaughtered across the board. It was ridiculous. I got Spurs fans messaging me. I got City fans messaging me. I had every fucker under the sun saying, "Why are you doing this?" I was just like, I don't care about what Arsenal are doing. I just want Spurs to actually do well and prove that we're doing something right.
If you're saying you want them to do well,
No, he said that. He said that in last week. Last week, I want Tottenham to win.
You're not going out to do anyone else any favours, are you? At the end of the day,
exactly.
Why should you? Why should you?
Exactly.
You know?
Right. I'm going to wrap up now. I'm going to show the screen, guys. Obviously, Harry said, rate your club season out of 10. So we'll do that before you guys social. So we'll start with Stepsy first. First of all, rate out of 10.
Right. It's of course I think to be fair, I think we've earned a lot of respect from the Premier League. I think a lot of people have seen us as the a breath of fresh air. We competed with teams. I mean, we took Man United, Old Trafford. They won 1-0 by a free kick goal from Lindelof. 2-1 our place by a free kick goal from Hoyland. Off his chest, he said he meant it, but we all know he didn't. We all know he didn't mean it.
You don't forget it, do you?
Look, took the ball to the wire. Obviously, they got a 97th minute goal from Royce, which should have been 96 minutes, so took them pretty far. We beat Newcastle at our place. We drew 4 at their place. We beat Crystal Palace, drew at their place. So we've had some scalps along the way.
Not Brentford, though.
Fuck Brentford.
Or Spurs.
And yeah, we took Tottenham our place as well. Beat us 1-0 and then beat us 2 on their place. Johnson came on and his pace just tore apart, and we were a bit tired after that. But Johnson came on. I don't like Johnson after the whole fiasco with Nottingham Forest, but still, that happened. And yeah, Chelsea, we give them a free goal at our place, pulled it back, had a goal disallowed, could have been 3-3. So I think we turned heads as well. Got a lot of respect. And that's all I wanted. For rate out of 10, taking into consideration, we went down as well. I'm going to say probably a 7.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Only because of what people said, that they like Luton, they respect Luton, fresh air, and that we beat all odds by people saying we'll be down by Christmas, we'll be down, we're the underdogs. There's no way we're going to beat Derby's 11 points or that. And we turned a lot of people and said, you know what, Christmas, we were at the bottom 3. Fuck you, Craft Crooks. And fuck you, Bailey, as well. So, 7, 6.5, 7.
What do you think, mate?
6.5, 7. I just hope people respect us and look at us next season. Hopefully we can come back.
Yeah, where can we find you on Instagram and stuff?
Yeah, Instagram, Stepsy Boy on Instagram, Stepsy Boy 82 on Insta. on Twitter, or as Elon Musk calls it, X. And you can find me on different channels. Simon, Wolfie Division. You can find me on Bantz's Gunner, Waffle Gunner TV. Hanno, Coach's Corner. Big up to them guys. Tony on Early Doors TV. He has been on quite a few times. Big up to him. Del Boy Gunner TV. Big up to Del Boy. What's the crack? And all that. And all them boys over there. And all that. So yeah, Tyler and his dad do a lot of Hatters content. Look forward to them doing their content next season. But yeah, you'll see my mug hopefully first time with Orest Euro on his channel, and hopefully when Mr. B talks about his channels, hopefully we'll have some Euros on there as well as of cricket. So there's lots of sports to come along with. Enjoy the playoff final on Saturday and the FA Cup final as well. So yeah, there's a bit of content, and then a couple of weeks away, Euros.
Yeah,
cool.
big up to you.
Exactly.
Barney, big up to you,
Coming
mate.
up.
Big up to you guys. Right. Well, it's been a good season. It really has. I think we've progressed as a club from winning the championship. Well, now 3 seasons ago, Marco came in, went straight in implementing his style, finishing 10th last season, 13th this season. Sorry, this season gone now. 3rd season in the Premier League. We've had some good scalps. You know, we beat Manchester United away. Sorry, Dan. We beat Spurs, 3-0 at Craven Cottage. Sorry, Harry. We knocked Spurs out of the cup. Sorry, Harry. We beat Forest and West Ham 5-0. We didn't beat Brentford, no.
No.
But, I'm really, really pleased. We signed good players in Calvin Bassey and Iwobi. We found a way to actually evolve after Mitrovic left, which I worried we wouldn't. I said before the season started I'd take 16th. So 13th, I'm very happy. So I give this season a 7 out of 10.
Fair enough. And where can we find you on socials?
On socials, I'm on TikTok, Barney FFC, X. Obviously, with Chris, we have a joint account, Ambrose Barnaby. And last but not least, a big up, Harry, to you for having me on your show numerous times now this season. Anyone seeing this who's not following Scarpy Spurs Talk, subscribe and like and follow the channel and give him your support because he's an absolute star. And a pleasure to actually do this with you guys. So thank you very much.
No, big up to you, Barney.
Big up, mate.
Big up to you, Barney. Mr. B, bus driver.
Bus driver.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm getting all that again, aren't I? Yeah, cheers, Orest. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I'm known as now as a bus driver, you know. But anyway,
next station is Hounslow Town.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to talk about my club. We've had a poor season. We all know that. It's not been our best.
Poor fan.
You know, when you think of our first 2 seasons, we came up. We were fantastic, awesome. You know, beating teams left, right, and centre. A certain Man United 4-0. I remember that. And you know, and Spurs. We beat Spurs. Yes, sorry, Kallum, we did beat you.
Living the past.
And you know, many others. City twice, the champions. We beat them twice. Don't forget, Wednesday.
Get the violin out.
But that's sort of a distant memory, you know. Unfortunately,
Bass wankers.
Because this season, right? If I'm allowed to finish, right? Let me land, lads. Let me land, lads. All right, let me land. All right. And you know, so basically, it's been a poor season, but there has been a few positives. We did beat a certain team first time getting 5 goals. I'm sorry, Stepsy, but I had to mention it. We got 5 goals.
Every fucking week. Without fail.
First time getting 5 goals, right, in the game. Now, that's an achievement for us. I've got to mention it because it's an achievement.
Not a fucking achievement.
Achievement for what?
Luton get battered everywhere they go.
No, but
fuck you, Dan.
But no, it was poor. Well, one season we were going for Europe and nearly had Europe. But this season it's been a write-off. It's been a shit show. But we have had some good moments, but we've had a lot of really bad ones, and I'm a bit surprised at Thomas Frank at times. Some of his tactics, he's not being proactive. He's doing the same stuff, and unlike the seasons before, he was changing things up always. With his board and that, doing all that and changing things up. But this season it seems to have changed, and I don't know why. But also, we brought in, we let Raya go, who was a great keeper for us, and we brought in Flecken. I still question him that. He's not he's not a good goalie. He's a Dutch international. I don't know how, but he's a pathetic goalkeeper. Huh? What am I being muted? What am I being muted? What was I being muted there? Sorry, I know I'm ranting a bit, but I'm going to make this brief in a minute, all right?
Dutch for a reason. Dutch says it all.
Yeah, he's useless, and I don't know why I got him. And Rorsleff is another one. Why we kept playing him? But other than that, I think there's been some positives. We've had Damsgaard's come through. He's come good, because when he first came, he done nothing, and he hasn't been great. But he's had a great season, and at times he was being dropped, and I don't know why, because he's been brilliant. And Lewis Potter as well, no one who's developed and looked great this season.
Take it off.
And yeah, take it off, Orest, good. And and so we've had some good play. I think Visser's had a great season again. I really do. He scored a great goal the other day, actually, that second goal. Also, I think Janet's had a good season as well. Jensen. And, of course, Mbamo, we missed Mbamo when he was injured. He's been fantastic. And I hope we keep most of them, for next season. We got a new striker in, Igor Thiago. We hopefully might get Sammy Schmodic. I'm still hopeful of that. And Dewsbury Hall. Sorry, Stepsy. I still think we're going to go for him. Yeah, but,
wish list is very
hurry up, Mr. B. Hurry up.
But anyway, I think next season is going to be a better one, and it's going to be. We're going to get back to like we were before, I hope. And
just rate your season out of 10.
How much out of 10, Mr. B?
5. I can't give it a 5.
Apart from bus driver.
But we stayed up. That's the main thing. That's what I wanted. Mr. B for Life 182. Mr. B High the Football Chat. So I've got plenty coming up, but obviously I'll save that for another time, as we need to get on and move on. So anyway, guys, thanks for having me on. Thanks, Orest, and the other lads there. Thank you. Cheers.
Big up to you, Mr. B. Next one, Kallum. Big up to you, mate.
Big up to everyone as well. Obviously, thanks to H for everything, and obviously H works with me on Park Lane Pod as well. So for Spurs' season, probably about a 7. I'd say about 7 out of 10. I predicted us to finish 8th, so to finish 5th is not too bad. Everyone thought we'd probably get relegated or bottom half with Kane going as well. Oh yeah, we could have got 4th, but didn't all go our way.
Could have got 4th.
No, I'll keep it short and sweet. There was an improvement in some areas, a lot of weakness, and a big summer ahead that we need to do. We need to retain some of our good players. We also need to get rid of a lot of dead wood. So yeah, simple as that. We need to sort ourselves out as a club, to be honest. If not, our manager will probably be gone by November, and we'll end up with some sort of crap again, to be honest. Another
do you reckon?
Yeah, he'll probably go. He'll probably go if he don't get backed. He will do. He's proven it before. Simple as that. He's done it at other clubs, and Spurs will be no different for him, to be honest.
Well,
So hopefully we'll go forward. And if we don't, then who knows? But obviously, everyone can check me out on Park Lane Podcast. We've got loads of stuff coming up next year. Harry's got his own Premier League show as well next year with us. So everyone give us a follow, give us a subscribe. We're still trying to get to 1,000 followers. So just like and subscribe, all of us. So go for it, guys. And big up to everyone on the panel as always.
Cheers, Kallum. Thanks, man.
Look at that handsome guy. No, so if I rate my season out of 10, I'll give it a 6. I mean, I expected United to be in the top 4, but unfortunately we didn't, and that's the end of the day. I wish we had a bit of a Champions League run as well, but again, we got lost in the group stage. But yeah, you know what? I back Ten Hag full-heartedly. I want him to see what he's like under Ineos, and hopefully the club do back him. But this season, it hasn't been the best one. The signings going into this season, we weren't prepared at all. So it was just a setup failure, in my opinion. And going into next season, I hope we can push for top 4, but we'll have to see. But I want Ten Hag to stay, and we'll see. But yeah, this season, compared to last season, hasn't been the best. And my expectations going into this season, I expected us to be in the top 4, but we didn't. So for me, it's a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, be up to you.
Yeah,
I'll shout myself as well. The most handsome man in the panel.
What a
wanker. What a
wanker. That because of tomorrow, Mr. B's picking
Where's your bro? She gone? Where's your bro? She gone?
Hands up, boss. So I have to do. Yeah, listen.
Touch your chin if you do weed.
Instagram Orest Football. Oh yeah, out of 10 for United, probably a 4 or 5. Obviously we finished. What was it? 8th worst ever finished. So yeah, I just hope that we win that FA Cup, because that's what we need. We need Europe for next season. But listen, Europe, friends. Listen, I want Europe, man. So yeah. Socials, YouTube, Orest Football on YouTube, Orest Football on YouTube, Instagram, Orest Football, Twitter, Orest Footy. And yeah, I did my game week, last game preview on my channel on Friday. If you haven't checked out, make sure you do. So Mr. B was there. Harry said, big up Mr. B. Nah, Mr. B knows that it's nothing serious, man. It's all banter, man. Mr. B knows that.
Yeah,
he does edits of me and McTominay.
Yeah,
so
I know Orest is joking. He's a little wanker. But anyway.
He does edits of me and McTominay, which is absolutely, yeah. But first of all, big up to Harry, as always, for letting me host on his shows. Let me just exit me now. But yeah, for always letting me host. Big up to you guys, the panel, for always joining these shows as well. Today was the last show, and then we'll be back in August, so you guys can enjoy. Mr. B can enjoy his day-to-day shifts and that. So yeah, make sure you stay safe. But when it's late in the dark and you're driving buses, it's very, very creepy for you, Mr. B. So make sure you stay safe.
And hopefully we'll see Steps in 2 seasons' time if they get promoted back again as well. If not, check him out.
No, you're allowed.
No.
Yeah, at least they've got peace coming for it,
I think Harry did mention that you're not going to come again next season. So.
Yeah, he said only Premiership club fans can come on here. So
brilliant.
They've got a better stadium than Old Trafford than Man United.
Right, we're gone, bye.